You already know what it is. I'm just trying to live.
What's poppin', y'all? The Academics and Lil Baby saga has been some of the most ridiculous, hell, back and forth, or sometimes lack of a back and forth I've seen. Now, they have squashed it to a degree, but I wanted to cover first, before they squash it, I wanted to cover one of the most outrageous statements and unfair statements I feel like Academics made about Lil Baby, and that was his performance at Rolling Loud. So Lil Baby was at Rolling Loud, and this most recent Rolling Loud, I think it was in Miami, and Cardi was also performing, and Ken Carson, and they had a very, very big show out, and people were jumping around to their songs and this and that. And Lil Baby also performed, but this was Academics' reaction to Lil Baby's performance and the reception that he had.
Shout out to Cinch. Why wasn't Cinch on this? I looked on lineup. He wasn't booked at all. I like Central C. I actually think Central C is one of the hottest artists out. I don't care where he's from. He could be from Ethiopia. He's popping. Okay. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was watching this. I was like, Baby really done, bro. Baby really finished out here. Bro.
Why you say it like that?
I'm not hating. You know what the funny thing is? Niggas actually think that there's some people's opinion that think that it's me that have changed people's minds about Baby, and like it's like, or me hating that has Baby being looked at in this light. Yo, bro, I gotta keep it 100 with y'all, man. Bro, there's a lot of popping artists I don't like, or I didn't like, or I was getting into it with.
So you see this, and then he's using this to say, man, I really think Lil Baby's done. And then he goes on to talk about how people are accusing him of starting this narrative of Lil Baby being done or falling off, and 100% he's the one that started the narrative. And I say this as somebody that has consistently been having the opinion that Lil Baby is not that great. He's just like, there are some songs which are great, but when people were talking about, oh, this guy's going on a Lil Wayne run, this is the new Lil Wayne, I was just looking around, like, yo, I'm just gonna have to wait this.
Who? Y'all was saying that? Y'all was saying he was gonna have a run like Lil Wayne? Damn. If that's how y'all feel, y'all, whew, y'all think anybody a goat.
Out or wait for you guys to come to your realization, because I've always been of the party that DaBaby is a better rapper than Lil Baby. And DaBaby is an instance. DaBaby and Polo G are instances of where people on their own built up a narrative of them sounding the same. With Polo G, it was the Piano G meme, and with DaBaby, it was him having the same flow, sounding the same. People didn't say that about Lil Baby for 4 years while he sounded exactly the
fucking same.
And Academics just amplified the whole Lil Baby falling off thing. I don't think that was a narrative, because Lil Baby's last album did crazy numbers. He was doing it back then. So he's been consistent with this. With that being said, I think this is so...
I always thought Lil Baby cool, music cool, but it's repetitive for sure. You know, no hate.
Unfair, because we're going to compare Drake, who Academics loves and would never say he fell off, in an instance that happened to him. And if someone used it, I don't think he would have found it fair. Which is, let's rewind. Remember how Drake got booed, absolutely booed, at Camp Flog Gnaw because people were expecting Frank Ocean and he didn't show up? And this was in 2019. What happened in 2018? It was the Pusha T beef. And this was even after Scorpion, too. So
he said Camp Flog Gnaw. Let me remind y'all, my nigga Tyler, the Creator, that's my nigga. That's my brother. I knew he was going to blow up back in 2012. 2011, I knew he was going to blow up. Y'all laughed at me. Y'all laughed at me and said this nigga crazy. But look at where he at now. Anyway, man, Tyler ain't never liked Drake. So why the hell Drake came out there? Bro, Tyler don't like Drake, so that's kind of crazy.
Drake drops all these hits. It's post-Scorpion. He's got In My Feelings. He's got God's Plan, all this other stuff. He shows up to Camp Flog Gnaw. Even if you're expecting somebody else, if Drake pulls up, you're really not going to boo him. And they boo the hell out of him. So if a Drake hater pulls this up at the time and says, man, you see that? Man, Drake is done. His career is over. It's over for him. Would we consider that fair? Absolutely not. It would be malicious, because that audience is not there for Drake. In the same way that Rolling Loud, which Academics admitted, they're there for Cardi and Ken Carson and their younger demo. In the same way that Lil Baby, what does Lil Baby got? He's got grown people. If you go to any of these, I don't know, Magic City, strip clubs, wherever Future and Lil Baby music is played, clubs, things like that, if people start playing All Red there, Cardi, Ken Carson music, people are going to be looking at them like, what the hell is this thing?
Right.
And are we going to say that they fell off? No, they're in front of the wrong audience.
Right,
This
yeah.
is why I say it's so unfair to judge Lil Baby like this. Even though you can say, oh no, well, it's Rolling Loud and it's a hip-hop festival. Yeah, but it skews younger. There's a reason why they have like, under 21 or over 21 bands that they got to hand out to people because there's so many people under that age. Whereas a lot of other festivals, it's like mandatory to be above a certain age, especially with these and clubs in general, right? Like people, or if people are going to strip club or wherever, it's mandatory above 21 because of the liquor stuff. But with Rolling Loud, they're not doing anything wrong. Now, however, Akademiks was 100% right about that Say Twin song when he was listening to the snippet calling it garbage because that thing is absolute trash. So we'll run the clip of the back and forth, well, not the back and forth, but him reacting to Say Twin, which I agree with completely in this part.
This is gonna be the last advice I give to Lil Baby. Man, you better listen. I don't know if Young Thug still just on a vacation, just going ham on what's her name, Mariah the Scientist pussy. But tell him you need him. You need him for a verse, a song. You probably need him to pop out his Rolling Loud for you because it would have made it all better. You need this. Okay, please. Yo, the crazy thing is Lil Baby confidently be previewing these joints like, yo, this hot. And I'm like,
Hell no, bro. You crazy.
yo, chat, I feel like the Monstars hopped out of one of them New Jersey drones and grabbed Lil Baby and shook the talent out of him. I don't know what I'm hearing thus far, chat. I don't know what I'm hearing.
That how you
It's like
feel
they shook
at?
the talent out of him.
Damn.
You ever seen Space Jam when they shook the talent out of him? This is like the Monstars came
Yeah,
back. What
damn.
happened to this
Bro, damn, bro,
I
no.
just don't know. I can't tell if he trolling me. I just can't know. Say Twin? Yo, chat, y'all gonna say I'm hating. But I want y'all to hear the verses and the songs he putting it out. Hey, 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 hey. That's one of his songs.
Yeah. Ack ain't lying about that one, see, man. He ain't lying about that one.
That's not me. I can't make this shit up. Say Twin, chat. I'm not. I refuse. Listen, I know when I be hating. I ain't gonna lie. I know when I be hating. Because when I usually hate, sometimes I don't even listen. But with Lil Baby, I be. You know what's so funny? Chat. Y'all won't believe me, but I want to just be very honest with you. I've been rooting for Lil Baby to make a hot song. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I don't think, like, play this. I'm cool with his boss, Pete, right? I'm cool with pretty much everybody on QC. Me and him, obviously, like, a little whatever he dismissed. It's not that deep. But I don't think he'll be, like, and I've talked to Pete. Pete was like, yo, Ack, we got to get the you and Baby situation back good. Because, like, we always know you with him. You know, we don't know how it went back. And I'm down for that. I really am down for that. But here's the problem. I think he's not going to like me until he gets back genuinely hot. Why would you? Because he's going to blame. That's how every
Gonna blame you for it.
Meek Mill blame part of his fall off on me.
Damn.
Got nothing to do with you not making good music.
That straight up, he just said it, boy. I ain't hating on Meek, but he cool. How you gonna blame somebody because you making bad music? Come on, bro.
Or being a Twitter fiend. Lil Baby's gonna think that I killed his career. I never did nothing of the sort. I couldn't. I know. Listen, I talk all the good. Y'all might think I got all.
That's crazy too, cause some of y'all really gonna say that Act fucked up his career, but nigga, more people know Lil Baby than they know Act. To me, shit. So how the hell that make sense?
His power. This nigga he just lost his rap powers, bro. We gotta be honest. The nigga was making hots. What the is going on?
He probably
Say
just
Twin,
lazy now.
Bro, listen to this shit, man. This ain't me. Last advice. We gotta get him a ghostwriter. I told y'all last time, you gotta steal Gunna's flow. But we gotta get this nigga a ghostwriter.
Now, you have a segment where Adam22 and Whack 100 from No Jumper are arguing about whether or not Lil Baby fell off. Now, Whack 100 is very, very close to QCP, and he is going to defend him and his artist at whatever chance he gets from what I've seen in the past. And they talk about Lil Baby falling off. And he actually gives some good insight on how Akademiks has been going in or saying Lil Baby's been falling off for 2 years. So I'll play you some segments from that.
Look at even this. Akademiks on beef with Lil Baby after pointing out Painted Nails, Baby's new music flopping.
Yeah, but I've been hating on Lil Baby for 2 years.
But it's not just made up.
Listen, the last thing I saw Lil Baby doing is he brought a whole strip mall in his neighborhood and was gutted.
The rise and fall of Lil Baby's rap career. Now, I'm not saying that this is like definitive. I'm just saying that it's been a little tough. Look, even Joe Budden, Lil Baby's career is over because the fan titling it that way.
Where did it fall?
It felt like he was at a different level.
He took some time off.
Yeah, why did he take some time off?
Because he wanted to. He's a man with children. He got a woman. He looked like he been getting into real estate, right? He regrouping. He came off a major tour.
I think he seems like a great guy.
He took some time off.
I like him.
It was a lot going on in Atlanta. Hold on.
I think you're delusional.
A lot going on in Atlanta. He had to clean up his backyard probably, make sure he checking his trash. But at the end of the day, wherever Lil Baby go, he demands attention. He just dropped a song. It's getting traction. It's already at 1 million.
You sound like you work for him.
No,
Straight up.
NBA YoungBoy dropped a joint. It's been 2 weeks. Buddy did like 2 million. He should do that in two hours.
He's locked up.
It don't matter. That really makes it go. So what we talking about?
But
Lil Baby almost had an M.
But YoungBoy drops with no promotion, no nothing.
Well, Lil Baby did too.
Look at this.
What Lil Baby promotion?
All these videos, 1.5, 1.7. Now, granted, YoungBoy, I'm not going to say he's falling off,
bro.
It's slowing down a little bit.
He would do 2 million in 2 hours.
Hey, he just dropped like 7 videos at the same time. They all got like almost 2 million views.
Kendrick do that shit.
But like, show me where Lil Baby's falling off. Y'all sound stupid. Where's he falling off?
Look at
he got booed somewhere?
Google Trends.
What?
We're doing it.
I heard he wasn't even selling out arenas no more. It's just what I seen on the internet. I don't know. Is that true? He ain't selling out shit no more?
We're doing it. We're searching Lil Baby. Boom. You ever use this? Lil Baby. Interest over time. What are we looking at? This is for Lifetime.
I don't know who does this.
Okay, so look. This is the peak of his career was around November 2024. That doesn't sound right.
No, there we go, bozo. Let's keep moving. We getting off, nephew.
All right, but I think
you're bozo.
Let us
you
know
went to that.
in the chat. You are the bozo.
You went to that.
Let
bozo.
us know in the chat.
The peak of his career was November 2024.
No, let's do let's do past 5 years. Look at. Look at that. Look at all these peaks, and then look how it's kind of slowed down.
What do you mean? Bro, he just got back today.
Now, let's compare it to something. Compare it to Drake.
Drake, what are you talking about?
We can look.
Drake just came from the biggest rap battle in the world.
Look at this.
What are you talking about?
Lil Baby is the blue. Can you take us off the screen?
What are you talking about?
Lil Baby is the blue. Drake is the red. And look at how Drake battling with Kendrick is so much bigger than anything else that has happened in the last 5 years. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's all Kendrick.
Yeah.
Now what's crazy is why would you
You're not going to take credit for
why would you go like, oh,
right, what the fuck?
against Drake? That's what white
Who
people
should we
do.
compare him to?
That's you know what
This
I
nigga
see?
racist?
I see 2 superstars, 2 great black men.
Yeah,
that's what I see.
That's nice.
I see.
Okay, red is Blueface.
Okay.
So it looks like Lil Baby's been kind of dominating Blueface for the majority of their
been dominating what he needs to do. What you're gonna do is try to keep.
I love Blueface. Shout out Blueface.
So won't you put Lil Baby against one of your little up and coming white artists?
Why would you do that if they up and coming? Dumbass. What the fuck?
Well,
we ain't got any.
If you want to see it for 5
don't
years,
have none.
okay, Jack Harlow.
Yeah, we don't have any.
Let's see.
How about
Let's
that?
See.
Yeah, compare them to that.
Okay, see.
Oh, what? Huh?
Lil Baby or
Lil
Jack
Baby
Harlow's had
kicking his
a
ass.
few moments where he's kind of
kicking his
surged past
ass.
somebody. This seems
Yeah,
accurate.
let's put him up against the Wyoompies. Stop trying to put him up against the brothers.
Who's the Wyoompies? White
the
people?
people from the Caucasus Mountains, the Canaanites.
This nigga
Why
racist.
do you decide to turn into Captain Cesariak
No,
from time to
that's
time?
just what that is. At the end of the day, you want to say a man is falling off because he took some time to himself to regroup. He come off a major tour, came out at great album sales.
Look at
What you talking about?
Look at
bro?
Whack 100 versus Lil Baby.
What you
You're
talking
the
about?
red line, and he's the blue
Yeah,
one.
I'm not a
Okay,
rapper.
okay, but now we're really gonna get down to brass tacks.
I'm not a rapper.
Adam 22 versus Whack 100. Let's see who's got the better Google Trends line. Oh man.
What do you mean?
Well, actually, we're pretty close together for most of it.
And you do porn.
But look at how the Jason Love thing is like so much bigger.
And Jason Love,
Wait,
you
is
already
this-
know what that was. You getting clout from your wife.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I do think the Google Trends aspect is, I wouldn't say it's a bit of a difficult metric to use, because when someone's first blowing up or they've got a really hit song and people are discovering them, there's going to be a lot more looking up on Google Trends, because you kind of go viral once. Even if you have another hit song, they probably only look up the song. And I don't know if they look up the song on Google if they have streaming services. Now, if we could get streaming services lookups, like trends in that way, I think that would assist us a lot. But I don't know if we have that type of data. But Akademiks said he had a conversation with Lil Baby, and he goes on to detail it in his stream.
Most of these artists, they don't respect you as men. I can say that now. Nigga, me and Baby talked last night. Like, that's all it is, bro. Like, that's why people be like, I don't care what y'all say now. I got my conversation with him as a man. I got my conversation. I'm straight now, bro. I'll always tell you, I'm gonna teach all these artists. Y'all gonna respect me as a man. Facts. Conversation with you as a man, I bet. It don't mean I'm gonna say nothing positive or negative, but now I respect you and I understand you as a man, just like how you respect me. We can move on from here. Now we can see what's up. I sat there and I told Baby last night. I said, Baby, I ain't gonna lie to you. This shit went left when I thought you little nigga me, bro. You were trying to little, you were saying certain shit to me, and then obviously the album disc came. I'm like, yo, bro, you ain't gonna little nigga me. Hold on now. I'm a man at the end of the day. Say, yo, that was not my intention. I was upset from what I thought you was talking about me with this. I don't be on the internet like that. That's why my demeanor was that. My shit was never I don't know you well enough to try to demean you or to speak for your character. And that was real. We had that conversation, man. Shout out to my man Rod Wave. He helped put that together. Okay, I bet. We could have that conversation. We had a real, I bet. So now, we men. We people. We could have respect and we could have a respectful conversation. All right, now we put it on the table when we got each other's number. If there's something that we feel is disrespectful, all right, cool. Now, with all that, he knows my job. Yo, if my music come out, you don't like it, you can tell people that you don't like it. I made it to him. I said, nah, it got a little bit personal. Yeah, some of them jokes, because I ain't gonna lie, I be having my jokes. I have my jokes like the Infinity Stones when I don't like them. Yeah, that's when it got personal. But if it was just music, I could talk about your music and not keep it personal, right? That's a fact. And he acknowledged that. He said, nah, yeah, if you don't like my song or my album, you can tell people it's fine. It's the other stuff. Like, you started saying stuff about my character and my person, now it's personal. Just like if I was saying stuff about you and I understand how you took it personal. Two men having conversation. Shout out to Rod Wave. I like that.
I mean, let's shout out Rod Wave for this, because who in their right mind would have thought that Rod Wave in 2025 would be mediating beef between Akademiks and Lil Baby of all people? I didn't even know Rod Wave was that close or cool with Lil Baby. He just always seemed like somebody that stayed in his own lane, which is something we love about Rod Wave. And by we, I mean the people that actually listen to him. I don't know if many of you guys listen to him. I feel like we've got a very, very diverse audience here, which is something that makes me smile in a positive way. You get a bunch of different perspectives. But Rod Wave putting this together, I think that's a positive. I don't like Lil Baby getting that much hate, to be honest. Lil Baby getting made fun of, I can understand. Like, there are funny moments with Lil Baby, and that's all cool. And I say this as somebody that really doesn't find Lil Baby's music that enticing to him personally. But I don't think he's a guy that deserves hate or constant lambasting. Like, he's not disrespectful to any people. Like, for instance, DaBaby's had moments where if he was getting hate, I'm just looking over to the side like the Will Smith meme where he looks over, because Lil Baby, like on the private jet when he went in on that lady that was the stewardess, him smacking people up, there have been a lot of DaBaby moments where you question his behavior, but we've never had this instance with Lil Baby. We've never seen a fan interaction with Lil Baby where, I don't know, he was disrespectful or anything. Nothing of the sort. Even rappers that are way below Lil Baby, like Polo G, be acting up and disrespecting others. So that's something we got to give credit to Lil Baby for. And that doesn't mean we can't call his music trash if it's trash. But I'm just saying there just shouldn't be that malice to spin up narratives. However, like whatever him and Ak had going on, apparently I don't know if it's patched up, but it seems like they took things out of context. And miscommunication continues to build up, and then you get some animosity because now you feel like somebody's trying to harm your perception and your career, which it 100% harmed his perception and career. Because if you just look back, there was a post that Akademiks put up like years ago. I think it was not years ago. It was a year ago, March 8th, 2024, where he says the day we lost Lil Baby, and it was Michael Rubin hugging up on him. So people found that funny, the initial clip, or just the initial image. It would have just been a meme. But this getting 6 million views, 50K likes, it got spun into, hey, this isn't just a funny moment. This is why his music sucks now. And then when you add this attachment to it, you just start to see it every time. It's like one of those things that you can't unsee. So now whenever Lil Baby's in our particular rooms, or we see him somewhere where he's not expected to be, historically speaking, then you're like, man, yeah, Lil Baby's not the same. It's almost like, which is a valid criticism, when the Migos had separated for a while and they were trying to get ready for Culture 3. They all had their own solo albums at the time. There was Father of Four, there was Takeoff's album, there was Quavo's Garbage album. And they had to restore the feeling. Akademiks actually gave really good insight saying, hey, people want to see the Migos. They don't want a new Migos project. They want to see Offset, Takeoff, Quavo moving together, being seen together, at shows together, like restoring that feeling of, hey, this is a close-knit group. This isn't just people that hopped in the studio for 2 weeks, recorded an album, and went back on their merry ways. And that's a group, but it's just an example of someone's got to stay where their brand is if they want people to, or have the right proportion of doing new things like Lil Baby is and staying true to yourself, which I don't think Lil Baby had the wrong proportion. I just think that the moments where he was out of his element, and by his element, I don't mean for Lil Baby, I mean for what people perceive Lil Baby should be. I think those moments got blasted way, way, way higher with press versus the moments where he's in his hood, he's helping people, and he's doing things in Atlanta, which is what he's most known for. And this is where it comes to the unfairness of the reporting and where narratives can spin up, because you're going to get a lot more engagement downing Lil Baby or making fun of him or any artist in general, as opposed to highlighting the positive things they're doing or things that would assist their career. So there's also that incentive. And then there's Akademiks' personal incentive to create harm for his career or public perception. So it adds to the fire. And Akademiks, he said that he wouldn't be speaking about Lil Baby's album until, I think, a couple weeks after it dropped. He would let everyone make their own opinions. The thing with this is, once you plant the seed, if someone already believes that Lil Baby's falling off, it's usually difficult to get a gauge on their genuine opinion, even if you don't say anything when it drops, because you've watered the plant for well over a year or 2 years, as WAC 100 says. But I will say, from what I've covered, and I'm not going to give my opinion on the album, number one, because I haven't listened to enough of it yet. I've listened through maybe like 4 or 5 songs, and I'm not the person to give the opinion because, like I said, in 2018, 2019, I was like, yo, what's so hot about Lil Baby? This guy's decent, but I don't see.
That's
what
how I
makes him
feel.
amazing. Now, in 2020, my turn, I enjoyed that album a lot. So for me,
I
it's
do
never
feel like
gonna
he
be
got better.
fair, quote unquote, right? However, I have seen,
It's just too
'cause I have, like, a
repetitive,
couple
the flow.
burner Twitter
Like,
accounts where I
switch
just
that flow
follow
up, man.
completely normal stuff, and I see regular people, so just regular average people that don't follow anything I got going, like this whole sphere of what's going on in hip hop. They just like, oh, Lil Baby dropped a new album, and they're messing with it heavy. So general people that aren't going to voice their opinions in our realm, I guess, they are enjoying this album. So I think, and the sales, they seem to be pretty good, like 130K. Some people are saying, oh man, 30K is bought albums. How much of this is juiced? I do think the numbers are probably a bit juiced, but you got to think, Lil Baby has a grown fan base. He's been doing this for 6 years. He's been hot for 5 years, scorching hot. A lot of people are just silent listeners. They're not going to talk about his album as much as they would a new artist. Now, if Lil Baby was a new artist and he was doing 130K, everybody would have to be talking about it. Or let's say 100K streaming, everybody would have to be talking about it. It would have to be unavoidable. But I think Lil Baby's just had that staying power where people just listen to him silent. Like I said, like those people that are just tweeting their opinions on the album, it wasn't because they tweet opinions on hip-hop albums. They just like Lil Baby, and they're going about, like, there was this one lawyer dude that's talking about how much he loved the new Lil Baby album. So from what I'm gathering, that normal people space, or the space of people that aren't like hip hop enthusiasts, if you want to call it that. I don't really like that name. It doesn't jive with me well. It seems like too nerdy. But we'll call it that for lack of a better term right now. I've seen mixed opinions. I haven't seen people really call it trash though. So there's that. And he did say he was going to come with something else. I'm just glad he's active again, because seeing rappers take breaks, I don't like it too much, unless it's like, yay. Especially if you're taking a break from your last project that didn't do well. Like Chance the Rapper taking a break, I don't think that was great. If he had come back with a mixtape or something that was hot after waiting out maybe 6 to 8 months of the hate, I think it'd be fine. But it's kind of like concrete or cement or whatever you want to call it. You laid the cement, and now it's hardened the perception that people have of you from that last album. And even though Chance the Rapper has been dropping heat, Chance the Rapper has been dropping fire songs for a couple of years now. People just don't even know. And the last thing they have on their mind is that album from, 4 or 5 years ago? Maybe, I think it was 4 years ago.
What, the big day?
But yeah, I don't want to.
Hell yeah.
I know when the video's over when I start deviating like this. And I know some people like it, but hey, there's always new people watching. We don't want them to get tired of me. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you glad that this Akademiks... Actually, the main question. Do you think that Akademiks started and or contributed heavily into spreading the perception that Lil Baby is now not...
Yeah, I do think he helped, you know. He probably did start it. I don't know where it came from. But the fact is, Lil Baby music it's not bad. It's just repetitive to me. Like I always say, man, y'all be safe, man. I'm just trying to live.